This is Lee, Motivationalee, where our passion meets our purpose.
Collaborating with other business for me as a founder of Entrepreneurs Business Club and running events for the last 16 years, I guess it's kind of very important to, especially we living in Melbourne here. It's a multicultural country, and we believe that there's a lot of beneficial in the term of business, in the term while we're meeting people, and also doing any forms of business that we're talking, especially in entertainment, in business, in anything that I've experienced in education. Definitely collaborating with different diversities, different nationalities, different multicultural people will be really beneficial for all of us.
The consulate, leading a very big Filipino community, we've come to know that there are different interests of the groups. It's not easy to navigate that challenge, but we also know that there are common goods, right? If you collaborate, you're not stuck into one mindset. You get different points of view, and that's different points of view makes the ground very fertile, and then you have a greater outcome of the projects or the activities you want to have.
So one of the fundamentals about collaborating is that you form a partnership with someone you share a vision with, you share any motivation, any cross-collaboration opportunities with. It also gives you an opportunity to share some of the risk and mitigate some of the risk. It's great to then share ideas and grow together. You share a business partnership platform together, you share customers together, your offering increases.
Collaboration with other businesses mean you're not competing with them and you are achieving a great targets together. Multiple minds connecting, making a one vision together to stand out and achieving a target.
So how we identify right partners for collaboration is, we have synergy with those partners. So it may be based on their culture and their spirit of an organization and what they want to do. So that could be one of the key factors in what determines how we identify. Because if we don't have the right spirit and the right approach in doing things, then it's going to be pretty difficult to collaborate. So it's best to identify organizations where you share similar values and similar approaches to things. Then it becomes just much more easier to collaborate. And then the other thing is it's just about opportunity. So timing and opportunity may be, the right momentum, what everybody is looking for, and that would give you an avenue for collaboration. Because if you don't have the right timing or the right opportunity, then it's going to be difficult to collaborate. So you can't collaborate on everything, but there are always things that people can collaborate on.
Well, collaboration is very important because, one thing, you have to trust the other. It's either person or party that you're collaborating with. And with this, of course, communication is very important.
I think the right partner could be sharing the same values and vision, like what we have Maria mentioned earlier.
I think it's critical to identify the right partners for collaboration, and how we know it's the right partner is if our values align, and we've all been given a spirit and a gut feeling. So I'm a big believer in the gut feel and how you feel around different people and whether it feels right, whether you have a piece on it. I often think if ideas have a piece on them, they come from God. So I have always gone with my gut feeling, and I think generally most people would probably say that when they have gone with their gut feeling, it's been a good decision.
One is miscommunication gaps.
The other one would be time management.
Unequal efforts from both parties.
organizations may have their own approach to doing things, and that may actually be a barrier to collaboration. It's just sitting down and understanding how those different approaches can possibly be modified to allow and maximize the collaboration approach, because you do again need to have some synergy, and if that needs certain mechanisms and measures to be changed, then that's what is required for the collaboration to actually take place.
Trust becomes the foundation for any true partnership. When you're able to trust each other, then you can talk through any challenges, any conflict, anything that arises that may cause friction. I strongly believe that by speaking openly, by being transparent and honest and working ethically, any collaboration will bear fruits beyond both your imaginations.
We have faced a few challenges, but you identify champions who have the same goals as you. And then when people start to see that you can deliver, and then they will give in to working with you. So it's easier that way, even if you don't have big resources.
How can we measure the success of any collaborative efforts? I think that's a really good question. It probably depends on each individual case of what you're wanting to achieve when you collaborate together. Whether for me in collaborations that I would involve myself in, it's always about impact on people, or how many people have benefited from what we've created or co-created together, and then you sort of set the key milestones that you want to achieve together. And I think the clearer that you can be about that, the more successful you can be in actually knowing, are we hitting the mark, or do we need to change something to make this a fruitful and successful collaboration?
I think the measure that results will come is basically when you're facing about, results. I think that's the most important, because I think for my way of it, less talking, more production. Because I believe it's like, I want the results more than talking and resulting and what. Because I think till the end, I always believe if I grow, I would love to make everyone grow together. That's my principle, and I believe that really works, because in life we shouldn't be selfish. We must always learn to be give and take. Don't expect anything, and one day will come when the time is there, and it's all about growing together.
Well, just like every project or everything in life, the success is measured when you reach your goal, and also when you're effective in delivering what you're supposed to accomplish. And this one, it's a bit profound, because sometimes we can see in a project or, in an event, we can see a lot of satisfied people, and when you work towards a common goal with a good result, that is what you can say that you are successful.
It's important when the parties are working together, then effort should be equally done, and both of the parties in both of the companies, they are collaborating together. Because sometimes, as I mentioned, the lack of communication, or the person is not reverting you back with the targets given to them, then it's really the way you can analyze their efforts, and it's really a good way to see the efforts of that partner, or efforts of that person.
I think trust is really important in a sense, like a trust environment could lead to less miscommunication, misunderstanding, and less conflict. If you have that trust to each other, you eliminate those minor issues.
The trust, it's foundational. Long as that is established, we can work together with more. It will show productivity. It will show more result, because the trust is there. The equal delegation or resources delegation you know it will be delivered.
I think trust is everything. If you don't trust somebody or you feel like you're not quite sure about somebody, then I would sort of advise don't go near partnering with that person or organisation, because I think trust is everything. When we trust each other, we open up and we give our 100% and we believe in the other person as a business partner or as a partnership, and it's to believe in someone is a really empowering thing. If they feel that you believe in them and you feel that they believe in you, you're going to be able to give your best and bring your A game to the collaboration, rather than if you're sceptical of each other or, who's doing more work or that sort of thing. So I would say trust is everything.
Trust is always important in every company, in every the criteria or the business you're going to do. So once you set up the trust, or you are talking openly with the collaborating person, you're sharing the ideas properly. So I think that's a better way to grow together.
Trust, it's about expectations, and meeting those expectations is essential for the collaboration to work successfully and fruitfully. If that trust doesn't exist maybe at the start of that collaboration, you have to build up that trust maybe with smaller projects and work your way up towards more complex and complexity of projects, so that the collaboration can reach a mature stage.
Lee Montajes, I've seen how she works. She is very capable and she is a big asset to any projects, I think. She just have to be given the terms of reference on what kind of audience or what kind of outcomes you expect. So
Motivationally, I am very impressed with this powerful and empowered lady. She's not the typical person that you can meet day to day, because she's very sincere with what she does and also help tremendously with whatever that you would like to accomplish.
Because Lee is wonderful. It's a very simple answer. Lee is such a motivated and talented and intelligent, wonderful woman. You can't help but be drawn to her and work with her. That's from the heart.
It's been 4 years I'm working with Lee, and she is such a lovely motivation person in my life. The way, the time I started working with Lee, from the day one, it's about lifting each other, how we can help growing each other, how we can, so it's like from these last 4 years, I learned that whatever you're doing, do it with proper passion, do it with the hard work, and the success will be there.
Yeah, I think it's really a pleasure and a joy to collaborate with people that are wanting to make a difference and wanting to share positive messages out there, and that's the heart of what Motivationalee does. So it's bringing people together, uniting different people, and making sure different voices are heard, and I think that's what life's all about, and it makes life interesting.
My message would be to be open-minded, be imaginative, be brave, have courage to chase the goals and the success that you absolutely deserve and thrive and work for. The drive that you have within inside you has a purpose. Dig down deep, find that purpose, work together with people. Collaborating doesn't mean cutting out competition. Collaborating means creating a better environment so that we all succeed together. Work in such a way that you enjoy and you play, and everything that you do doesn't feel like work and a chore. Be brave, chase your goals.
Let's grow together, be open to all the obstacles that we receive. Nothing is easy, nothing is a shortcut in life. It's all about working out together, collaborating with each another. Definitely we will grow together.
And if you have the great skill, you have the good talent, share it. The more people who can learn from you, the better, because as Kezzy said, it's all about lifting each other. So we want to continue to share our skill, our talent with everybody in the community.
I think a lot of people feel like doing something good is big or major, but actually I often reflect and feel like, if God was looking down on humanity and just saw someone who was being kind to the next person, or, might say, I just shouted you a coffee, or the little acts of kindness, that he would be the most proud of those things, because they're the precious moments in life where, it can really change someone's life, that unexpected act of kindness. So I'm a really big believer in just be kind to everybody that we come across, and wherever we can be generous or wherever we can give an encouraging word, do it, because people need more of that. There's enough in life that sort of makes us feel like we're not enough. So if we can be that encouragement for other people, then that's a really powerful thing.
I always believe don't compete with anyone. Just do your best and compare your personality with your one, like how you are doing better than from last year. So I think that's a biggest positivity you can get, and every time you're gonna realize that you started from the scratch and where are you today. They're gonna give you lots of motivation, and you're gonna be a successful person in a life without doing competition with anyone. So yeah, that's really want to give a message to everyone. Believe in yourself and do your hard work, and stay positive.
As we journey forward, let's remember and appreciate the power of coming together and fostering that spirit of unity. And I'd like to always remind you guys that collaborating is better than separating. So let's not compete, or we can compete without envy. And let's complement one another, work on this together, because the success of one is the success of everyone. And teamwork makes the dream work. So let's create together a world that is harmonious and where everyone thrives effectively and efficiently. We are one. This is Lee of Motivationalee. Inspire, motivate, and create an impact. And you have the power to create the life that you desire.
Unity in diversity with
Motivationalee.